Getting confident on camera. Let's talk about it. This is probably one of the most frequently asked questions, frequent fears that I see across the board from my students, clients, people in my audience, and rightfully so, okay? Because it's not necessarily natural. It doesn't necessarily feel comfortable. It, in fact, feels the exact opposite. It can feel really awkward. It can trigger our insecurities. And don't even get me started on people pleasing and constantly wondering, are people receiving what it is that I'm saying or how it is that I'm showing up on camera? Are people on the other side of that camera receiving it well? So I'm going to share my story. I'm going to share why I feel so confident and comfortable on camera, what it took for me to get there so that you yourself can accomplish that same thing, because I know you can. If we haven't met yet, what's up? I'm Angel Marie and welcome to my channel. I'm a Christian life and business coach and content creator, super passionate about helping creatives like you break industry norms by learning to master their money, mindset, and marketing God's way. In this video, we're going to talk all about that mindset when it comes to getting confident on camera. So let's dive in. I will never forget the very first time that I was speaking on stage and I had a camera directly in front of me, bright white lights while I was speaking. Now, this was a two-folded fear, okay? Because first of all, I'm on stage for the very first time speaking to over 100 people. On top of that, I have a camera in my face. So I know that this talk that I'm about to give is going to be recorded and people are going to watch the replay. So what I say really matters because it's not just the present time and it's going to last forever. And oh my goodness, these are the fears that we struggle with. And let me tell you, that talk that I gave tanked, okay? I had people coming up to me after I gave my talk on stage, offering me a glass of water because they were like, your voice sounded really shaky. Are you okay? Are you feeling well? It was embarrassing. My voice was not shaky because I wasn't feeling well. My voice was shaky because I was terrified out of my mind. I couldn't stop thinking about what people would think about me. I couldn't stop thinking about the camera that was in my face and the fact that this was going to exist online somewhere forever. And it triggered me so bad to the point where I wasn't confident. In fact, I was the exact opposite. I was feeling incredibly insecure and I just wanted to run off that stage and away from that camera. And I know you can heavily relate to that scenario to some degree or format. I get you, friend. It is not an easy thing to do. And I know for you to be clicking and watching this video, it is something that you are determined to overcome. First thing that I'll share to help you get confident on camera. And this is a pretty obvious one. You gotta practice. I know. Practice makes perfect. No. Don't even think about it in regards to the fact that you're practicing in order to become a perfectionist. Instead, think of it like you are practicing so that you just feel even slightly more comfortable, even slightly more taller, more steady. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're just progressing. Now, I know that practice is what it's going to take. You already knew that without me sharing that on this video right here, right now, because it's a frequently said thing. But how often do we actually do it though? How often are we taking something that scares us, that makes us feel insecure, and we're consistently facing it so that we can learn to overcome that fear, step out of our comfort zone, and therefore grow? So I want to challenge you. What is one thing you can do every day, Monday through Friday, for just 3 minutes that can help you get more confident on camera? You don't know where to start? I got you. First one, and this is going to feel really awkward, but stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. Yeah, it's going to feel awkward. You're going to look crazy. Who cares? It's just you getting comfortable talking to you. Nobody else is around. And if you feel extremely uncomfortable talking to yourself in your own voice, looking at yourself, then how are we ever going to overcome other people hearing us talk, looking at us? It starts with your confidence within yourself. And what helps me brighten up my confidence every single day is remembering that I am a child of God. Remembering who He calls me to be and what He calls me to do. And the fact that any ounce of fear that I'm feeling, that's not from God. The Bible says God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. And yes, that also means showing up on camera too. You don't want to stand in front of the mirror and practice this? Totally fine. Stand in front of a friend and talk. Say something, give a speech, or practice what you would want to say in an Instagram or TikTok video or a LinkedIn post and share it with a friend in person, face to face. Pro tip, challenging one, lock eye contact with them and challenge yourself to rarely look away. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, but stuff like this can help you get used to what it feels like to have someone's eyes on you and you looking back at them, which can help you in the sense of a camera looking directly at the camera and not feeling so awkward about it. Another option for you, if you don't want to sit in front of the mirror or maybe you don't want to practice in front of one friend, find people to collaborate with when it comes to being in front of a camera. A lot of times, discomfort in front of a camera is when we're solo, but it feels more natural, it feels more fun, it feels more enjoyable when we are doing it with someone else. So think about someone in your business journey. Maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's a friend, maybe it is someone on Instagram that you reached out to that you're like, hey, I want to collaborate with this person. And maybe do a joint Instagram live with them. Maybe be a guest on their podcast show. Reaching out to people to practice a collaboration where you both are on camera or you both are in front of the mic can really help you practice enough in order to elevate your confidence and get better in showing up on camera. These are all things that you can do before you hit the record button yourself in your own video, your own YouTube, your own podcast, your own social media reel. You can practice these habits ahead of time so that before you hit that record button, you feel more prepared. It's not as uncomfortable. Sure, it might still feel a little uncomfortable, but when you consistently do it time and time again, and you keep showing up on camera, then day by day, week by week, it will get easier. It will feel much more natural for you. That brings me to my second tip in helping you get confident on camera for that project, that channel, that podcast, social media, wherever you want to show up and make impact to an audience, even if it's on stage. I got you. Repeat to yourself what God says you are. The Bible, time and time again, explicitly, very factually states how God sees us, the covering that he has over each of our lives. So when we get so scared, when we feel so insecure, when we feel so weighed down by our doubts, that is us allowing our minds to deny what is fact. And what is fact is everything that God says that you are. And that in and of itself should build up your confidence. Yes, even when it comes to showing up on camera. You don't know what God says about you? Well, let me go ahead and pull up my phone and tell you exactly what he says. You are beautiful, Psalm 45:11. You are unique, Psalm 139:13. You are loved, Jeremiah 31:3. You are special, Ephesians 2:10. You are created with a purpose, Jeremiah 29:11. You are cared for, Ephesians 3:17, 18, and 19. You are lovely, Daniel 12:3. You are precious, 1 Corinthians 6:20. You are strong, Psalm 18:35. You are important, 1 Peter 2:9. You are empowered, Philippians 4:13. You are chosen, you are family, you are mine. I could go on and on. There are so many things that the Bible says about who you are and whose you are and the purpose that you have. If we aren't seeing that as factual, if we're not truly clinging to that and believing that with all our hearts, with all our spirits, with all our minds, then we are denying that and instead clinging tight to our insecurities. My friend, it's time to break that off. The third thing that I want to say to help you get confident on camera, let what you created be enough. A lot of times we're not confident on camera because we're looking at what we recorded and we're like, man, this isn't enough. I don't look good enough. I don't sound good enough. I don't think that people are going to perceive me well enough. It's all of this talk about it just not being enough. What if you learn to change your perspective and you allow yourself to let it be enough? This is a concept that I've been working on every single day in allowing myself to feel, to know, to believe that I'm good enough. The work that I'm doing is enough. What I got done in my day, that's enough. How I recorded that video, it is enough. Accepting it as enough, letting it go, and showing up the next day, even better than the day before, time and time again. When we allow things to simply be enough, there is so much peace that comes with that. There is so much steadiness that comes with that. And when you're more peaceful, when you feel more steady as you're going about something like showing up on camera, it makes you naturally want to do it more because you don't feel overwhelmed by it. You don't feel as scared about it. Let it be enough. If you recorded it and you don't really like how you look or sound, let it be enough. You'll do better on the next one. If you posted it on YouTube or on TikTok and one person liked it, let it be enough. Guess what? You'll grow over time. I truly believe that we are unable to reach growth in the way that God would want us to for our lives, our creativity, our businesses, if we refuse to allow the progression of our growth to be enough. You can't jump from A all the way to Z. Take the steps in between and let every step in between be enough for you. Last thing that I'll say in helping you get confident on camera, leverage your own story and experiences when you talk to the camera. A lot of times we're not comfortable or confident talking to the camera because we think that we need to be this super expert person. We need to be this authority. We need to be on it and we need to sound top tier. Let that go. And instead talk to the camera like you're talking to a friend. Talk to the camera and leverage your own story and experiences to help you kickstart what you would even be talking about. I had created a separate video on this in my weekly podcasts, and the video was talking all about how much your story is your ministry. Your story is your ministry, my friend. You can help people through your story. You can show up confidently on camera, on stage, in that conversation through your story. It's not about making it about yourself and therefore just talking about just you. It's using your story as a way to relate to the other person on the other side of the camera. And after you share that story or use that as an example, you can turn that back around as to how that story impacts them, how it can help them, how it can transform them, all because of your story. Use what feels natural. You don't got to be way up here on that pedestal, my friend. You can come down here, meet people, human to human, eye level to eye level, and just talk to them, help them, impact them through your story or your experiences based on what God is calling you to do when it comes to showing up on camera. At the end of the day, I know it's hard. I know listening to tips like this in a video might feel inspiring, but you also might still feel scared and hesitant, and that's okay. My hope is that you leverage this video to inspire you enough to at least just practice, to at least put one foot in front of the other. It doesn't have to mean that you post a video today or tomorrow. If you do, and if this video encouraged you enough to do it, yes, I love that. But if it didn't, and if you're still hesitant, it's okay. Let your progression where you're at be enough. As long as you're moving forward, taking it step by step, putting in effort at least to the capacity that you can, that is enough. Now, when you're ready to show up on camera, practice it confidently and consistently and build content that your audience loves. I got something that might be able to help you with that process. Right down below, you can grab a free content management toolkit that gives you a step-by-step walkthrough on how you can manage all the content that you're producing online. From YouTube to podcast to social media to even emails. If you're having a hard time balancing all the things and consistently showing up, this toolkit will be a really great guide to help you manage your time well, create a content calendar, even the tech setup to connect it to your Google Calendar or Apple Calendar so that you're getting those notifications, and ultimately creating that steady balance so that you, my friend, feel good about not just showing up on camera, but the management to do it consistently. You can grab that for free right down below. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in more episodes on my channel later on.